Hi everyone, this is Antonello Arpino from Amazon Web Services, and we are going to talk about the agentic driven autonomous network transformation, which is changing the way the telco operations are run already today. So what is the actual customer problem you worked back from and to solve their operation challenges of today?
It's a great question. We're obviously very business outcome focused. And the two areas that we're working on with Mavenir is very much about customer experience and cost reduction. And in customer experience, it's about being more predictive. It's about being real time. And it's also being more sort of intimate per subscriber or per customer. So it's those two things that we're working on with the agentic solution, and we're delighted to be working with Mavenir and AWS to really drive those two very real outcomes.
As people are looking at AI, they're also looking on how to bring new applications to monetize more, and they are looking for also flexibility in not only bringing new services on board, but also to be able to debug, if there are issues, find them quickly, end-to-end performance, and as Charles pointed out, the customer experience as well. Yeah. So it really goes all together, and you just can't view it as the old services when people just used to make phone call or SMS. It has become much broader than that.
And Charles, maybe you want to talk to us a little bit more on how you are delivering these transformations. What's the value you see this will bring to the telco operators?
Yeah, I mean, this is for our perspective, it's very much around sort of driving the whole autonomous networks, underpinning the customer experience. And I think the difference now is operators are looking to do it at much bigger scale, much bigger sort of real time, and cost effectively across their entire customer base as well. And this is where agentic AI is really changing the game, because you can do it 24/7. And as the costs come down, we can do it real time across the whole thing. So this is the kind of the real opportunity with autonomous networks to go from not just level 3 to level 4, but level 4 and above, and not just on a single domain, but on the multi-domain across all our complex networks that our customers have.
Yeah, that's very true. Can you be more maybe specific around what are the KPIs the operators are looking after when implementing these type of solutions? What is the tangible benefit they can get?
Yeah, so today, right, we are working with our customers on each application has its own set of KPIs. For example, for voice calling, it is about call drop rates, latency, call setup time, right? So that's important. Customers also looking at, last year, for example, if there was some issue, how long did it take you to find the root cause? And let's say if it was an hour last year, they want it to become 30 minutes this year. Yeah. They're looking at, how do you find problems quickly? How do you fix them quickly? And how much, if earlier, previously like 15 people are involved, are there now only 2 or 3 people involved? Yeah. So they're looking at everything as a KPI, which actually helps them reduce the cost, but also overall, reduce the impact on the customers if there are any issues.
And this is amazing because with very tangible outcomes you can actually measure, right? And that keeps the thing growing. Yeah. And Charles, another question for you. And how do you see this collaboration evolving moving forward between AWS, Mycom, and Mavenir?
Yeah, well, I think it's, we want it to evolve very strongly. I think obviously Mavenir and AWS and Mycom are innovative companies. We're very agile in the way we do things, responding to customers' requests and so forth. So I think it's when two CEOs get together and kind of force it, it's more difficult. But when you've got more companies that really want to innovate, be very practical in front of the customer as well, it's about tangible benefits, then what happens is we work with individual customers to kind of see what the art of the possible is, because this is moving so quickly. This time last year, we're only just starting to talk about agentic AI, and now it's getting very real, very practical as well. So I think it's, we see this as very much a long-term partnership with AWS and Mavenir, and a real natural partnership to innovate with really big CSPs around the world.
That's great. What's going to be the next big thing we're going to do together?
No, so definitely it's a good combination. What Mycom does is actually gives you access to the data coming out of different domains. Yeah. What we are putting is, domain knowledge across many domains to look at a particular scenario. And what AWS brings to us is obviously the framework, to put agentic framework together, but also the access to the LLMs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so I mean, we get the data, we get the LLMs, we train the LLMs, we use that knowledge to build across functional, across the domain, full framework to solve a problem which goes end to end.
Yeah.
So it's really each one of us have a role to play, and by putting it all together, it actually serves the customers well.
And what I like about it as well, if I don't mind, is we're very use case driven, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because if we start doing these sort of big projects, this is where things fail.
Yeah.
So very focused on sort of specific use cases, multi-domain. Right?
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks both of you for being our guest in this video recording. And let's work more together and see how we can change the industry.
Yep.
Thank
bet.
you.
Thank you.